Yeah.
Yes.
My lord.
Yes, sir.
Isn't in the court, my lord? Thank you, Mr. Senior. Now, before we proceed, Mr. Senior, with what happened towards I just want us to touch base on the following. When we consulted, you made mention of good rights. Do you still remember that?
athi ngaphambi ukuthi siqhubeke nodaba ke lolu la siqedele khona izolo lapha Deep Kloof ukhulume khona njalo ukuthi khona into ngesikhathi kade nikhulumisana wena nomeli wakho ke umbiko wawubika kuyena mayelana nodaba labantu bakwaButhelezi. Usakhumbula yini lokho?
Yeah.
Yes.
What is it that you said about them, if that is relevant to this case?
Athi manje umbuzo ukuthi ngabe yini le oyishilo mhlawumbe ukukhumbula ke ngabo mangabe mhlawumbe ke inomthelela kuleli cala.
Well, as a court, please, I'm just wondering if that is proper. I know their names have been mentioned in the record, but we submit it is improper maybe to refer to what was said in consultation, as we have no way of looking into that consultation except for the record. But as I say, their names were mentioned in the record, but perhaps the best thing to do will be just to refer to the record.
Yes, sir.
Whatever Mr. Sibia is saying here, I'm reading him on the basis of my consultation with him. So if I say to him, Mr. Sibia, and it's between me and him, it's common across between me and him that we have consultation. In the course of consultation, I think that he mentioned. Now I'm saying to him, as we consulted, is it correct that we make mention of the brothers? And he will say yes. And then I'm saying to him, what is it that you said about them? I'm not saying to, I'm not trying to put words into his mouth. And if the state says there's no way in looking into what was happening in the course of consultation, he still has to come and cross-examine him about what he would say now about those Buthelezi brothers. And the state immediately concedes that indeed those Buthelezi brothers, their names are also mentioned on record. So I don't know what is the basis of the objection per se. Because I'm busy leading him, and it is not wrong for me to say to him, in the course of our consultation, this is also what you said. And then he says yes. And then I say to him, can you then discuss what you said? What is it that you said about these witnesses? I mean, these people, these brothers, as we were consulting. So I don't know what is the basis of the objection.
Okay, let's hear you.
Yes, please, the court. Thank you. You may proceed.
Ungaqhuba ke usoke mfowethu mayelana nalabo afundi bakwaButhelezi bukade ukhuluma ngabo ngesikhathi lesi ade nenkulumo nomeli wakho.
Amagama abawasebenzisa kakhulu babetha abangani bakho babebuye betha abafana bakwaButhelezi esabulala nabo senzo.
The names in which they referred to, it was they would say they are my friends, and then the brothers of Buthelezi whom I was with during the time we killed Senzo.
Now you need to be very clear. Those that you're referring to as the ones that were using those names, who were they?
Bathi ke manje labantu labo khuluma ngabo ukuthi yibona ade besebenzisa kamagama labo ke abobani.
Yiwo lamaphoyisa ayengishaya.
It was those police officers who were assaulting me.
Now you need to put it holistically in a proper
abomhula,
the Mokula,
abomabhena,
Mapena,
abongcamane,
Namane,
abobuthelezi,
Butelezi,
abomnareng,
Munareng,
uJonathan,
Jonathan,
umaphumulo
Mapumulo,
namanye ngoba emaningi.
and also other police officers because of there were a lot of them.
So let me paraphrase you because I want to understand you. And my colleagues would also want to follow your opinions. What you're saying is at the time at which those alleged assaults took place, as we have already testified before, when they say you and your friends were involved in the killing of Senzo Meyiwa, the friends that they were referring to were these Butelezi brothers. You're saying sometimes they would say your friends, sometimes they would say these Butelezi people. Is that so?
Athi yomele into afisa ukuthola kahle mhlawumbe into afisa ukuthi ayizwisise kahle la kuwena ukuthi uthi ngesikhathi lesikade ushawa ngaso amaphoyisa bebalokho bebhizi bematasatasa bekubikela umbiko ukuthi wena nabangani bakho uma amaphoyisa eqeda ukuthi abangani bakho bese bathi labantu laba balapha obuthelisi lensizwa zakobuthelisi.
Yebo babesho kanjalo.
Yes, that is what they were saying.
Okay, thank you. No, that is what I wanted to hear. Thank you, sir.
Athi yabonga ke lokho bafisa ukuthola.
Thank you.
Okay.
Now, as we proceed, you were just about to tell the court about an encounter with a person who had just gotten into the courtyard as you were at the proof. You say there's a person who then came to you when we were just about to start with the item. Then we took action.
Ukhumbuleke izolo khona ke umbiko bobikisa bosawusho ngenkulumo boyichazela kusinkantolo ikukuthi ngesikhathi amaphoyisa bekwalokho ematasata sekushaya lapha ngaphakathi kwala gumbi leli elikhethekile esiceleni kepha ke lingenawo uphahla lakhona ngaphezulu. Ubaba uBrigadier Gininda bekaqhamuka nomunye wesibili umuntu kade ungamazi.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you. Then we can start it from there.
Ungaqala ke lapho bese yaqhubeka kuyasho uthi ufakazi bakho.
Mayevela uGininda nomunye ubaba engimaze emva kwesikhathi ukuthi umbotho.
When Mr. Gininda appeared together with other gentlemen whom I did not know at that particular time, however, I only came to learn not to know him at a later stage as Mr. Mboto.
Bayeba amafutha lamaphoyisa ukungishaya.
The police who were assaulting me, they then immediately stopped.
Wasethi umbotho ufuna ukuba nembuzo nje azongibuza wona embalo.
Then Mr. Mboto, he then said he wanted to ask me few questions.
Wase yangibuza ukuthi ngazini ngokufa kaSenzo.
He then asked me as to what is it that I know about the death of Senzo.
Ngase ngimtshela ukuthi mina ngazi lutho ngokufa kaSenzo. Lokhu kusukela emini ngibuzwa lo mbuzo.
I then replied to him by saying that I don't know anything about Senzo's death, and then this question it has been asked from me since throughout the day.
Lokhu mangibatshena ukuthi angazi lutho laba abantu labo ngoba ubafica bengishaya nje mangibatshena ukuthi angazi lutho bangishaya.
As I said to him that I don't know anything about the death of Senzo Meyiwa, the people whom they were assaulting me, they then assaulted me again.
Now, this conversation that you now have with this man, where is it taking place?
Bathi ke manje le nkulumo kade unayo ke nalo muntu kangabe kade kuphi nendawo?
Where were you when it was taking place?
Oh, isilungiso nje ukuthi ngabe kade ukuphi ke ngesikhathi bokhulumisana naye lo muntu othize.
Besikule ndawo ecourtyard.
We were inside that courtyard.
Besinawo lamaphoyisa onke la ebekade ngishaya.
The police who were assaulting me, they were present.
So wayebhala phansi kodwa ukuthi wayebhala ini angazi umbotho ukuthi wayebhala ini.
And he was writing down, and I don't know as to what is it that he was writing down.
ngoba emva kwesikhathi esincane nje wasetha ucela ngisayine amaphepha lawa ayewaphethe.
Because of after some time, he then asked me to sign on the papers that he had.
Mr. Sibia, let's take it step by step. This person is asking you about your knowledge on the involvement of the central was there. So,
Athi sikaleka phansi ecaphuni kancane kancane. Lo muntu othizeni ukubuza ngokuba nesandla kwakho ekushoneni kukaSenzo Meyiwa kusenjalo?
Kunjalo.
That is so.
now you're saying this person, then give him answers. Then you respond to his questions.
Lo mbuzo kade akubuza yona ke wena waphendula kuyona.
Ngaphendula ngathi angazi lutho ngokufa kaSenzo.
I answered by saying that I don't know anything pertaining to the death of Asenzo.
Thank you. Now you're saying this person, as I was asking you a question, he was writing. So,
Uthize lo muntu ngesikhathi kade akubuza ke imibuzo bekabhala phansi.
Ebekabhala phansi kodwa kumazi ukuthi wayebhala ini.
Yes, he was writing down, even though I don't know as to what is it that he was writing down.
was there a table in the courtyard when he was asking you, when I seated down, what was the position? Just give us a full picture of how was writing, where were you, where were you seated around the table, where were you standing, when he was talking to you, where were you on the floor, what was just happening? And him as well, what was his position when he was writing?
Manje ke umeli uyacela ke mfowethu ne ukuthi usidwebele isithombe sokuthi ngesikhathi lesi lo muntu othizeni kade akubuza ke imibuzo leyo ke ngabe kade isimo sakhona sinjani kade likhona etafula belikhona mhlawumbe nezitulo futhi ngohlezi kuphi futhi naye ngabe kade ami ngeenyawo noma kade ahlezi phansi bese nawe ke ngabe kade uhlezi phansi noma kade umile ngeenyawo.
Itafula lalingekho izitulo zazingekho sasimile nje ngeenyawo ngoba nami ngase ngisukumile phansi sasimile ngeenyawo so yena wayebhala wayewaphethe so amaphepha khona umuntu obhalayo.
Ngicela umi kanjalo futhi. Yeah. Ngizobuya mbe ngayo ke. My lord, there were no chairs and there were no tables. I was already standing up and he was also standing up. As the witness is demonstrating now, with his left hand and arm, he's holding a paper, and then on his right hand, he's holding a ball pen. He's demonstrating as to how that person was writing down.
And close to his chest.
Pardon?
And that writing was happening close to his chest. That's been the demonstration.
Thank you. And that handwriting was happening close to his chest as per the demonstration.
As the court, please, we really don't want to interfere with Marlenet Friend's cross-examination, but the witness is demonstrating the normal position of holding a paper in the left hand and having the pen in the right hand. Now, it is said it was close to his chest. We submit that that's a leading question. The witness is just clearly demonstrating the position in which he held the paper and the pen.
Thank you, brother. I don't win now. Maybe the state should give an opportunity to describe what the witness was doing now. Exactly what it did. Thank you.
My Lord, we raise an objection. We're not leading the witness. We said what the witness demonstrated. It is perhaps maybe proper for the interpreter just to put that on record. But for counsel to say you're demonstrating that you put the papers close to the chest, that is not the demonstration that was carried out by the witness. That is the basis of our objection.
With due respect, that is my observation as to how this witness was holding the papers. And I'm just trying to put that onto the record. I don't think there is anything unpeculiar with that. The state is saying in the normal way of writing. Normal way, what is a normal way? It could be many ways. Some people just write with the papers away from their chest. Others would be writing like this as the witness was demonstrating. But demonstration there should be clearly encapsulated onto the record. Thank you. But I think the court had a view of what is actually happening. Maybe I made a mistake by saying the papers were held really close to the chest. Maybe that was my mistake. But that was just my observation as per what this witness was saying. But thank you, sir.
Babonga ke mnumzana. My just a second.
nami ngingathi kwakusondela esifubeni ngoba kwakunepeni la wayengeke wabeke so ebhala wayezobeka so ngoba kwakunepeni la kwakumele ebhala esondela esifubeni ngoba ngangakhona ukubona umuntu ubhala yini wayengabekile kanje.
My lord, once again, the witness is saying that even himself, according to his observations, the person who was writing, he held those papers close to his chest as he was busy writing, and the witness was unable to see as to what is it that was being written down by that person, and there was no way in which it is
yayisondela esifubeni wayengeke eyithi so ngoba wayebhala wayebambe so ngoba ebhala la wakusondela esifubeni.
then there was no way in which that person who was writing down would place the papers right at his chest, meanwhile busy writing.
Now, thank you, sir. I think the court is taking note of that.
Uyabonga kumeli ukuthi uyasho ukuthi inkosi enkantolo mhlawumbe lokho ikutholile.
And you're saying all of you were standing.
It is nonkana ade nimile ngaphakathi kwala gumbi leliya.
Yebo sonke sasimile.
Yes, we are all standing.
Now, you're saying these other policemen who were accompanied you to the proof, according to you, were also there. Was Brigadier Kininda there or not?
Utize onkana amaphoyisa la kade kuphelekeze ngale dispute kade yakhona ngaphakathi kwala gumbi leliya.
As and when these men started to speak to you.
Manje kumbuzo ukuthi ingabe umnumzana uBrigadier Kininda naye bekakhona ngesikhathi lesi lomunye umlisa uthizini bekakhulumisana nawo.
Now we know this man is now yes.
But manje ke sesiyazi ukuthi ke lo muntu usilisa kumnumzana uColonel Mbotho.
Wayekhona uGininda.
Mr. Kininda was present.
Waphuma wabuye sebuya noMbotho bethu.
Remember, he went outside, and then when he reappeared again, he was in the presence of Mr. Mbotho.
Thank you. Now, when Mr. Mbotho is asking you the questions and I'm responding, and he's also writing, that is in the presence of Brigadier Kininda in the same courtyard.
Bathi ngesikhathi lesi umnumzana uMbotho kade akubuza imibuzo wena kuloko uphendula kuloko kade akubuza kona ke ngabe umnumzana uBrigadier Kininda bekakhona ngaphakathi kwala gumbi lelodwa nale courtyard noma?
Yebo bekhona.
Yes, he was present.
Thank you. Then you can continue. What then happened?
Ungaqhuba ke ukuthi yini yenzeke ngemuva kwalokho?
Kuthe ekugcineni wasethi angisayine lamaphepha uMbotho.
Then at the end, Mr. Mbotho requested me to sign the papers.
Ngamtshela ukuthi angeke ngikwazi ukusayina izandla zami ziboshelwe ngemuva.
I then informed him that I will not be in a position to sign off those papers simply because of my hands were carved from the back.
Wase ecela elinye iphoyisa kulamaphoyisa ayikhona lapha ukuthi ucela bengikhiphe ama handcuff.
He then requested amongst those police officers to handcuff me. No. He then asked one of the police officers whom they were present within that courtyard to uncuff me.
Emveni walapho mayengikhipha so mayebona uMbotho izandla wamangala ukuthi izandla zami kade zinegazi zilimele kanje. Ngamtshela ukuthi ayizilimele kanje.
I was then handcuffed, and then Mr. Mbotho, he was surprised to see blood in my hands. Then I then explained, he then asked to me am I injured like this? I then said yes, this is how I got injured. Even still to date, I still have those wounds. Here are those wounds as the witness is demonstrating.
What exactly were Colonel Mbotho's words when he saw according to you, the wounds after you were uncuffed, if you saw them?
Athi sizobuya ke xa manxeba khona ke athi usitshengisa ufutshengisana kwesenkantolo nje kumanje kepha kumbuzo ukuthi ingabe washo amagama waphi umnumzana uColonel Mbotho ngesikhathi bekabona ukulimala kwakho.
wathi hawu bathi ulimele kanje uzinanagazi.
He said, how are you injured like this? You even have blood.
Now, you were saying the scars are still visible, not so.
It is amanxeba khona sabonakala namanzi kusinjalo yini?
Ayabonakala namanje.
Yes, my lord, they are still visible.
I'm wondering if you can show them to the interpreter so that he plays on record what is able to see there.
Mana ngasiqala ngala esenye sokudla.
Awukhuphulele sheka, awukhuphulele sheka.
Uthi ukhuphulise ihembe lakho ligqokile ke baba. Mana ngikusiza.
Ambatheni ulisuse nje.
Angithi awekho phezulu.
Mana ngikusiza mfowethu wozahla mangala. My lord, as the witness is demonstrating now, my lord, with his right arm,
Yes.
and then right on the rest of his arm, there is a scar. I don't know in terms of meters how the scar, or also in terms of the length of the scar. Can I please have a ruler, if it's possible, my lord?
Yes, I don't have one. Advocate Mumalo, he's busy searching his. Oh, not searching for it. We don't have it.
I think I found one, my lord.
Oh, okay, no, thank you.
Okay. In terms of meters, my lord, I would say it's 3.4 centimeters. Centimeters. 3.5 on the first scar on his wrist.
Right.
Lesbili,
That's now on his right arm.
right arm.
Yes.
Then the second one,
Is it an arm or a hand?
On the wrist. On the right wrist.
on the right wrist, my lord.
Yes.
Lesbili, Liagupi, Pelagupi. Then the second one will be 1.5 centimeters on his wrist again. On the right wrist again. We are still on the right wrist, my lord.
Yes.
Then let's Lily. Apelile ngala. Esenye sokudla. Lily. Okay. Then the third one will be also on his right wrist. Ikala kuphi phela kuphi? Bese liphela kuphi? Would be 4 centimeters on his wrist again. Then we are done on the right, on his right wrist, and then we are going to the left wrist. Then the first one on his left wrist would be 1.5 centimeters. Leslie, ngabe likhona ikaka kuphi liphela kuphi lihamba ngala okay qala ngalana bese liphela kuphi. Then the second one on his left wrist will be 1 centimeter. Appellate. That is all, my lord.
Thank you.
Uyabonga Lily. ubuyigqoke kahle.
We can then proceed. He says to
Ngiyakhuluma
you,
ke.
awu kanti ulimele kanje, explaining that in Zulu language, and then what happened?
Bathi ngemuva ukuthi amangale ngendlela adulimile ngayo ke ikhuluma ke esetshenziswa ulimi lwesiZulu ngabe yini eyenzeka ngemuva kwalokho.
wanginikeza amaphepha ngawasayini.
He then gave me papers to sign and I then signed.
Now, because you said there was no table anywhere, how you can give a demonstration on how you held the papers, how you signed them and stuff like that.
Nganoma social credit ngakho itafula sicela ukuthi usitshengise futhi ukuthi wasayinda kanjani ke kumaphepha wakhona ngesikhathi kade wabambile kuwena usayinda.
Wanginikeza ngawasayina kanje.
My lord, as the witness is demonstrating again, with his left arm, Bambafuti, he held the papers not far from his chest, I would say close to his chest. Then with his right hand, he was holding a ball pen to
Yes.
sign.
Ngoba ngibonisa ukuthi ngisayine ngasayina la ayembonisa.
And he showed me on where to sign in the papers, and I then signed right by the spot in which he had showed me on the papers.
Thank you. Now, did Mr. Mboto explain to you the purpose for you signing that, or the purpose for you signing the papers?
Ingabe wakutshela ke inhloso ukuthi kungani kwamele usayinde kula maphepha wakhona noma akazatshela uMnumzane Mboto?
Akazantshe.
He did not inform me of the purpose.
You saying, but he showed you where to sign.
Kepha wakutshengisa la kwakumele ukuthi usayinde khona.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you. Then you can proceed.
Ungaqhubeka ke?
Mangiqeda ukusayina kwaye kwahanjwa ke kwawungena emotweni.
After I had signed those papers, we then left and went to get inside the vehicles. Angena emotweni kusekenzakalani?
Base beyangithatha bangiletha la ePitori.
They then took me and brought me here in Pretoria. No, they then transported me here in Pretoria
Bangiletha eVelalia police station
to Valeria police station,
ela ePitori.
which is situated here in Pretoria.
Yes. Now, who took you here? Remember, there is Brigadier Kinindals there, there is Colonel Mboto there are all these other police that you mentioned as well. Who specifically brought you back to Pretoria?
Manje kumbuzo ukuthi kahle kahle ubani kade eshaya ugibeleke ubani kade washayela imoto kade ugibeleke yona ke ekhambisanga la ePretoria ngoba ke khumbula khona njalo kade khona amaphoyisa la bosovile sokhulumile ngawo futhi ngoba uBrigadier Gininda noba uColonel Mboto ubani kahle kahle kade eshayela imoto le ugibeleke yona.
Imoto engangigibele kuyona yayishayelwa uNgcabane.
Mr. Ngamane, he's the one who was driving the vehicle that was transporting me,
Nissan
which was a Nissan,
leqashqayo.
the Qashqai.
Yes.
Phakathi wayenobongani
Inside that vehicle, there was Bongani
ngathi wayenomabhena futhi.
and Mapena also.
Imoto engigibele kuyo yayinalabo bantu labo.
Okay.
Those were the people who were inside the vehicle in which I was being transported with.
Now, very briefly, that was the end of the activities of the day of the 30th of May 2020. So far as the police interacting with you in the investigation of the Senzo Meyiwa's death case, not so.
Bathi ke manje ke ilona ke isona isikhangiso amaphoyisa asidlala ke ngelanga lange-30 laka May mayelana nokuthi benze ukusesha kwecala labo ngokushona kwaSenzo Meyiwa akusinjalo yini?
Yebo kunjalo.
Yes, that is so.
Thank you. Now, this court has heard the evidence of Colonel Mboto. We will start with the evidence of Colonel Mboto. who came testify in the trial.
ithi-ke athi umeli inkosi enkantolo sele ikuzwile-ke ubufakazi bakamnumzana uMbotho owafika wethula ufakazi bakhe-ke ngesikhathi kade khona kumzila ngaphakathi kumzila bese bathi trial within the trial-ke ngolimi lwesingisi.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, in fact, before we get to Colonel Mbotha, I want us to take this step by step. Brigadier Kininda testified that from Vosloorus, you were taken to Ireton, where Brigadier Kininda made arrangements for an officer to come take your confession.
Bathi ngaphambi ukuthi esiqaleke ngobufakazi bakamnumzana uMbotho kukhumbule khona khona ubufakazi kade bethuliwe-ke umnumzana uBrigadier Kininda athi yena-ke wenza-ke iy'nhlelo zokuthi bathathe Vosloorus bakunikise e-Ireton la kuzohlangana khona-ke nomuntu othizeni bese uyakulekelela ekuthizeni athathe isitatimende sakho. Ukhumbula yini ngesikhathi ngethula ufakazi bakhe esho njalo?
Ngiyakhumbula Kininda esho njalo.
Yes, I remember Mr. Kininda saying that.
We have earlier on said that you were never transported to another place except being transported from Vosloorus to Diepkloof police station, not so.
Bathi ukhumbule khona ngathi wena uthize awukaze unikiswe kwenye indawo ngemuva kokuthi nihambe eVosloorus, kepha-ke indawo yokuqala owafika kuyona bakushayela nawe beqondile kuze baze bafuna-ke noma baze bafika laphayana elokhuzana eDiepkloof police station. Ukhumbula yini?
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, one of the police officers that Brigadier Kininda said requested to accompany, to take you to Diepkloof police station was a Constable Monareng. He was accompanied by somebody else, who's also a constable. And he says he never went along to Diepkloof police station. That's what Brigadier Kininda said.
Wathi ukhumbule ukuthi umnumzana uKininda wathi yena-ke umuntu kamcelile ukuthi akunikise laphayana eDiepkloof police station kade ku-Constable Monareng futhi bekahamba nomunye wesibili akaze ahambe yedwa.
Ngiyakhumbula Kininda esho kanjalo kodwa kwenzakalanga kanjalo.
I remember Mr. Kininda saying that, however, it did not happen that way.
Thank you. Now, as I'm saying, he said he never was at the Diepkloof police station when Colonel Mbotho took the said confession from me.
uKininda wayekhona eDiepkloof mangisayina la amaphepha la wayekhona.
Mr. Kininda, he was present at the Diepkloof during the time I signed those papers.
Thank you. Now, at Diepkloof, this is what Colonel Mbotho said happened. Maybe before we get there, from your estimation, the time that could have been taken for the process, from the time at which you arrived from the time at which you started to interact with Mr. Mbotho and the time of the conclusion of your interaction with Mr. Mbotho, approximately as you estimate. I know you're not required to say it took exactly this minute, but what is your estimation that process could have taken? The time at which you started to talk to Mr. Mbotho and the conclusion of your conversation with Mr. Mbotho.
Manje kumele into efisa ukuyazi ukuthi ngesikhathi boqala ukukhulumisana
There was a confession signed.
Excuse me, my lord.
You are saying from the time the confession was made.
Oh, no, I'm saying he's.
What I understand by that, it means confession involves two people.
Let me rephrase the question,
Yeah.
my lord. Thank you, my lord. From the time at which you started to interact with Mr. Mbotho, up until when you concluded your interaction with Mr. Mboto, how, what would be the duration of that interaction?
Nana uzwisisa umbuzo kumfowethu ne umeli into afisa ukuthi ayithole kahle hle la kuwena ukuthi ngesikhathi lesibuqala ukukhulumisana nomnumzana uMbotho kuze kufinceke emaphethelweni wenkulumo yenu uma ngabe uqagela ke uyazi ukuthi ngeke usithole isikhathi esiqondile shaya isikhonkosini kepha kuthatha imizuzu eziningangane ekuthizile qedela inkulumo yenu
kwaba u-10 minutes kuyaphezulu.
I would say plus or minus 10, I would say 10 minutes or more.
So what I'm trying to get is approximately how much did it take? I mean, how long did it take? When you say 10 minutes or more, it could have been more than 2 hours, it could have been more than 3 hours, or it could have been more than 20 minutes. The time frame that was taken for the completion of that process is just an estimation. If it took about an hour, did it take about an hour? In your estimation, did it take about 30 minutes? Did it take about 5 hours? That's the import of what I'm trying to get from you.
Athi-ke umeli uma uthi imizuzu eyishumi ukuya ngaphezulu kepha lokho ngafika mhlawumbe imizuzu eyi12 noma mhlawumbe ihora elilodwa noma mhlawumbe amahora amabili amahora amathathu kepha-ke uma uqagela ngokwesikhathi-ke mhlawumbe kade kwimizuzu eyishumi kuya mhlawumbe kwimizuzu eyi12 mhlawumbe kwimizuzu eyi13 noma mhlawumbe ihora eliphelele noma mhlawumbe amahora amabili akuqagele lapho
Mhlampe ngaba ngaphezu ka-10 ngicabanga asifiki naku-30 minutes.
I would say it was from 10 minutes, however, less than 30 minutes.
Thank you. Now, Mr. Mboto came and told this court that he was requested by Brigadier Kininda to assist him in taking a statement from you, and then he requested Brigadier Kininda that you should be taken to Deep Kloof prison, Deep Kloof police station.
Wathi khumbula ukuthi umnumzana uMbotho wethu ubufakazi bakhe wasuthi nakade acelwe umlwababa uBrigadier Kininda ekuthizeni amlekelele ekhatheni statement sakho kepha ngina waseyacela wenza ke inhlelo ukuthi kumele wena naye nihlanganele ngaphansi kwesikhumulo sesiphoyisa sase Deep Kloof. May you please repeat again, Counsel?
This is just by a background of what Mr. Mboto told this court. He says, indeed, he was requested by Brigadier Kininda to assist him in obtaining a statement from a person. And Mr. Mboto then said to Brigadier Kininda, can you please bring that person, or can you please take that person to Deep Kloof police station?
Wathi inkulumo ayixaphune kwinkulumo eqhamuka kubaba Colonel Mboto ukuthi yena kade acelwe ubaba uBrigadier Kininda ekuthizeni kunomuntu othize akukumethe ubaba uMbotho athathe istatement sakhe lo muntu loyo kepha ke wathi uMbotho kubaba uGininda kwamele ukuthi enzeke inhlelo zokuthi lo muntu lo othizeni omethe bathathe istatement sakhe kwamele bamthathe bamhambise bamnikise lapha eDeep Kloof police station la yena bazohlangana khona naye lo muntu loyo ukuthi uMbotho nalo muntu bekumele ukuthi athathe istatement sakhe kwakumele bahlangane ngaphansi kwesikhumulo sesiphoyisa sase Deep Kloof. Bayizwa ke manje?
Thank you.
Understood?
Now he says indeed in the early hours of the evening or in the mid-evening hours of the evening at about 21:45 he started to have an interview with you in an office that he requested to utilize, which was a room 1 at Deep Kloof prison, police station.
Bathi yena ke wathi ngesikhathi phakathi kwesikhathi sehora la ka9 bese ngemizuzu o45 ngemuva kwehora la ka9 yena ke waqala kuba nenkulumo nawe ngalaphana igumbi lokuqala lalapha eDeep Kloof police station.
Isikhathi angisazi kodwa engikwaziyo ukuthi mina sadibana naye ecourt yard ukuthi wawubani isikhathi angazi and asithathanga isikhathi eside.
Pertaining to time, I would not be too certain. However, what I know is that myself and him, we met at the courtyard, and that did not take much of a time.
Thank you. And then if I told this court that, and this is a common cause that he also met you at the said police station. When he met you at the said police station, in that room 1, he introduced himself as a person that would come and that has been requested to obtain a statement from you.
Bathi ke wathi ngesikhathi bekahlangana wahlangana ngaphakathi kwegumbi lokuqala sokuthi ke lokho ulumu 1 bese washo ukuthi ke uyena umuntu abamcelile base wazibika kuwena ke uqeda ukubika la kuwena bese washo ukuthi ke uyena umuntu abamcelile ukuthi eze azothatha istatement kuwena.
Angiyazi court yard ukuthi bayibiza ngerumbani lapha ya no number 1 vele nayo la court yard angazi indawo yalapha na eDikloof angiyazi kodwa yena akaze ezifike kimi ethi uceliwe ukuthi azokhulumisana nami wafika wathi ngifuna ucela ukungibuza imibuzo emibala.
I don't know whether a courtyard is being referred to room 1 or not, and I don't know that at Diepsloot police station, like the inside of it. And what he said to me, it was that he only wants to ask me few questions, and he did not inform me that he had been asked by someone else to come and obtain a statement from me.
But did he introduce himself to you as who he was?
Ngabe wazazisa kuwena ukuthi nakade kuubani?
Ngoba ngicine ngimazi ukuthi umbotho.
Lalela umbuzo uthi ngabe umbotho wazazisa la kuwena mathupha ukuthi yena umnumzana umbotho noma yena uLieutenant Colonel umbotho?
Yathi mele ungilinde ngichaze ngqele bese uyabonisa.
Ngiyaxolisa.
Angisakhumbuli noma uyo washo ukuthi umbotho noma kwasho omunye umuntu ukuthi umbotho na kodwa ngagcina ngimazile ukuthi yena umbotho.
I don't know whether did he introduce himself to me as Umboto or maybe was he introduced by someone else. However, I later came to learn or to know that he was Mr. Umboto.
Thank you. Now, he further told this court that in the course of the interaction with you, after having introduced himself to you, he had a form in his possession, and then with you, he went through that form, a form which had certain questions in relation to your name, in relation to your identification number, in relation to your cell phone number as well. Is that how it happened?
Bathi ke umnumzana Colonel Umboto watshela inkosi yenkantolo ukuthi kade aphethe ke amakhasi ke namakhasi futhi ahlukile noma ke sethi iform ke ngolimi lesingisi. Ngaphakathi ke la form kade khona ke lokozana imibuzo kade ikhona ke equka khona ke lapho ke amagama wakho, isibongo sakho, inombolo zakamazisi wakho futhi nenombolo zocingo lwakho. Manje umbuzo ukuthi ngabe lokho kwenzeka ngalendlela na bekatshela inkosi yenkantolo ngayo noma kaze kwenzeke njalo.
In other words, he told this court that he asked you who you were. In other words, what your name and surname is, where were you staying, what your ID number is, and what your cell phone or your contact number is.
Bathi ke ngamanye amagama usho ukuthi yena ke wathi makatshela inkosi yenkantolo wafika kuwena ke phethe ke iform ke yena ke iform lakhona kade nemibuzo ukuthi igama lakho nesibongo sakho ubani, ikheli lakho lokuhlala nendawo, futhi inombolo zakamazisi wakho, inombolo zocingo lwakho.
Cha akaze ngibuze.
No, he never asked me.
So he never wanted to get that information from you.
Bathi ngamanye amagama akakaze afune afise ukuthola ulwazi lolu la kuwena mathupha.
Akaze.
He never did.
Thank you. He then further said it's a very detailed form. It's a form that contains rights of a person when a statement is about to be obtained from him or her. He said, and that has already been handed to court in a trial, within a trial.
bathi lelo fomu akakhuluma ifomu elinamalungelo omuntu ekusuke azokhulumisana naye mhlawumbe umuntu wesilisa noma kumuntu wesimame elimtshela ngamalungelo akhe ezomthetho. Bathi futhi ifomu khona-ke wayinikisa lana-ke ngaphambi kungusinkantolo.
Now he said he meticulously went through that form with you.
Bathena-ke wathi nina-ke nobabili nafunda noma wakufundela leya fomu wena kuloko ukhona.
ayikho ifomu angifundela yona, wangibuza nje umbuzo le ebengishilo ukuthi imibuzo eminye yambuza yona, ayikho ifomu angifundela yona.
He never read anything from any form for me. The only questions that he asked me are the questions in which I already made mention of.
Now, according to that form, Brigadier Colonel Mboto told this court that this is what he obtained from you. And I'm going to go through that form, the manner in which he presented to the court. Now, he says, at about 21:45 on the 30th of May 2020, and at Diepkloof Police Station.
My apologies, my lord. May I please also have the copy of
Oh, a copy.
Yes, please.
I don't have a copy. I wonder if you can be assisted with a copy. I can't even remember what exhibit is this because there's been so many exhibits in this case. FF. I'm reliably informed that this was exhibit FF.
Sicela ukuthi asilekelele ngokuthi ukuthi nikafunda ummeli ngakho sikhona ukuyibona manje kithi.
What are you looking for, counsel?
A copy of exhibit FF.
But he says he never was read. No form was read to him by
Yeah.
Mboto. That's what he says.
Yes.
So you want to show him the pen which he says Mboto never read to him.
Thank you, Madam. Oh, that is written. Yeah, but that is what he said, Mr. Mboto. He says upon his arrival there, at 21:45, you were in office number 1 there at the Kloof.
Bathi umnumzana uMbotho-ke inkulumo ayishilo ukuthi ngesikhathi afika laphayana-ke kade kuyihora laka-9 ebusuku bese ihora lakhona kade nemizuzu o-45 kade lapha ngaphakathi kwegumbi lokuqala sokuthi-ke kuhulumo wakhe.
Isikhathi angisazi, kodwa la sasikhona sasisecourtyard.
Yes.
I don't know the time. However, we were inside a courtyard where there was no roof on top of it.
And he further told this court that after having gone through that form with you in its entirety, I don't know how long did it take for him to go through that form with you, then you indicated to him that you were still prepared to give the statement as you had indicated to Brigadier. Now that will be the statement that you had indicated to Brigadier Kilinda that you were prepared to go and give before another officer.
Bathi-ke ngaphambi kokuthi ubaba uMbotho waqale-ke ngestatement lesakho athi wena wamtshela ukuthi kade uyimisele ekuthezeni uthule umbiko wakho kuyena, umbiko lo besovele sewuthulile kuba uBrigadier Kilinda ngaphambili.
Umbotho uthi ngami.
Mr. Mboto
May
says,
you please repeat it again, my lord?
after having gone through with you the form that you are saying, never showed you that form. You then said to him, and after having explained your rights as per that form, you then said to him, no, you were still willing to proceed to give him a statement.
bathi yena ke wathi uma ngabe ethula kumbiko wakhe noma ke inkulumo yakhe ngemuva kokuthi ke akufundele ifomu lena ke ikhasi nekhasi mhlawumbe umugqa nomugqa waleli fomu bese futhi abuye ngemuva kokufundela ifomu lena ke abuye futhi akutshele ngamalungelo akho ezomthetho wena ke busovele uyimisele ekuthizeni ke umnikeze istatement mhlawumbe umuphe istatement.
Akaze kuze kube kanjalo.
It never happened that way.
Into nje umbotha afika lapha wangibuza ukuthi mina mayifika ufuna ukubuza imibuzo embalwa wangibuza ukuthi ngazini ngokufaka senzo mina.
The only thing that happened when Mr. Mboto arrived there, he said to me he needed to ask me few questions, and then he further asked to me as to what is it that I know about the death of Senzo Meyiwa. Obviously into yaziyo ngokushina kaSenzo Meyiwa bese ke
Mina ngamtshela ukuthi angazi lutho ngokufaka senzo mina.
I then responded to him, no, I then replied to him by saying that I don't know anything about the death of Senzo Meyiwa.
Thank you. Now, he says, you then proceeded to give him a statement that was later on read onto record at this court. A statement that he then wrote down, which came from yourself. In other words, you were telling him that this is this and that and that and that, and he wrote that statement down.
Bathi ke waqhuba ke yena washo ukuthi wena ke wamupha istatement mathupha. Statement leso esafundwa la ngaphambi kwenkantolo. Ngaphakathi kwestatement sakhona ke kula kona wamtshela khona ke udaba mhlawumbe ke indaba ngokugcwele wamtshela ukuthi yilokho kwaziyo nalokho nalokho yakhe.
Asikho istatement engasinikeza umbotho. Umbotho engamtshela khona nje ukuthi angazi lutho ngokufaka senzo mina.
There is no statement that I gave out to Mr. Mboto. The only thing that I answered to him it was that I don't know anything about the death of Senzo Meyiwa. That was the only answer in which I gave to him.
Ngoba namanje ngisasha angazi lutho ngokufaka senzo mina.
Even till to date, I am still maintaining myself that I don't know anything about the death of Senzo Meyiwa.
Thank you. Now, he further told to this court that after having finished to give him what you wanted to give him, that which he wrote down, he read back to you what you were narrating to him in order that you should have satisfied yourself about the content of what you were giving, what you gave to him.
Bathi umbaba uMbotho ke khona ke unkulumo awayisho ukuthi ngemuva kokuthi abhale statement noma mhlawumbe nake umtshele statement yena ke asibhale phansi yena wabuya mathupha ukufundela sona futhi ekuthizeni enza isiqiniseko sokuthi ingabe kade wanele yini mayelana nenkulumo okade umtshele yona.
Ayikho into umbotho angifundela yona.
He never read out any statement to me.
Akaze ngifundele lutho umbotho.
He never read out anything to me.
Thank you. Now, this is what he told this court. Further that, having satisfied yourself after the information that he was writing down, or on the information that he was writing down, then requested you to append your signature on that form that was, or on that document that was handed in as Exhibit FF before this court.
Bathi futhi yena ke wathi ngemuva kokuthi ke akufundele istatement abone ukuthi nawe kade wonele futhi unisikile istatement sakhona ke kula wacela khona ucela ukuthi usayininde ke ngaphakathi ku-document lakho lela babuza ukuthi kumbukiso ka-FF la ngaphambi kokusenkantolo mhlawumbe ukuthi ke ngesingisi bathi Exhibit FF.
Umbotha akukho angifundela khona usemaphepheni. Wathi nje mayeqeda ungibuza lo mbuzo leyo wasethi ucela ngisayina ngamtshela ukuthi angeke ngikwazi ukusayina ngiboshwe emuva. Wacela ukuthi bengikhiphe ama-hand cover ngase ngiyasayina ke mayeqeda ukumangala ukuthi kade ngilimele kanje.
There's nothing that he read out to me. He only asked me the questions that he asked me. I then replied to the questions that he opposed to me. Then after that, he then asked me to sign in the papers. I then replied by saying that I was not in a position to sign simply because of my hands were handcuffed from the back. Then he then asked from one of the police officers whom they were present inside that courtyard to uncuff me. After they had uncuffed me, he was then shocked, nor surprised to see the manner in which I got injured. Bese ngemuva kwalokho ubona ukuthi ulimele.
Ngiyazi amaphepha ngasayini.
After he had observed that I was injured, he then gave me papers to sign, and I then signed those papers.
Thank you. And then he says, after this exercise that I've just sketched out, as per what he told this court, he then released you into the hands of Mr. Munare, and then he also left.
But ngemuva kokuthi yenzeke lolu hlelo kade alenza ke wakumikisa kena ke futhi uMunareng bese ke nahamba noMunareng.
Akukho la ngimikisa khona. Sasilokhu silaphana sonke nabo lamaphoyisa onke obuthelezi omnare ngomhula babelokhu belapha noGininda. Akukho la athi mayiqeda ukuthi ngisayini wathi uyangithatha ngisa khona babevele bekhona la. Sasuka lapho sahamba saye emotweni.
He did not hand me over to anyone. Remember all the police in which I had made mention of before, they were all present within that room, no, inside that room, even myself and him. And then after that, after I had signed,
Yeah.
after I had signed, they then took me to the vehicle, and then from there we then left. Which is
Abomhula, abomnare, abobuthelezi,
Muhula, Munareng, Buthelezi, Makhumulo,
nabo Gininda.
and also Mr. Gininda, they were all present inside that courtyard.
Onke lamaphoyisa engangisuke nawo eForsurus. Engangisuke nawo eThembisa, ufike eThembisa wa-ayitheka ngoGininda. Sahamba saye eDiklufu sonke. Ayekhona onke lawo maphoyisa.
All of those police officers that I was with at Fort Loras, they were also present. Even Mr. Gininda, he had also came to add within the numbers of the police officers whom they were present.
Thank you. Key to what Mr. Mboto told this court is that you never mentioned to him at any point when he interacted with you that you were assaulted or that you were being assaulted by the police or with whom you have been involved throughout the day. In other words, you never made mention of the fact that you were ever assaulted.
Bathi khona ke umbaba uMbotho khona ke into umbiko owubika mhlawumbe inkulumo owayisho la ngaphambi kwenkantolo okuwukuthi ngesikhathi lesi bekakhulumisana nawe na awukaze umtshele mayelana nokushawa kwakho ke amaphoyisa la lokho unawo ngaso sonke isikhathi ngaphambi kokuthi uhlangane naye.
Ngamtshela ukuthi ngobe ngibuza lo mbuzo lo since kusukela emini lo mbuzo lo lokhu ngibuza mangithi mina ngazi lutho bebelokhu beqhubeka bengishaya la bantu ngoba namanje yena la efika nje bengishaya so ingoba ngithi mina ngazi lutho ngokufaka sezomeni.
I make mention of that to him. No, I had informed him of that, and I did make mention that throughout the day, no, since during the day, I have been assaulted, and they would ask me about as to what is it that I know about the death of Senzo Meyiwa, and I kept on saying that I don't know anything. As soon as I would say that I don't know anything about the death of Senzo Meyiwa, I would get assaulted. No, I would be assaulted, and even before he came to the courtyard, I was assaulted by the police members.
Mayitha ngimtshela ngikhuluma ngesikhona ngamtshela ukuthi lamaphoyisa angishayile and namanje ngoba efike ngishaya nje phambi kwakhe.
When he mentioned that I did not make mention of the assault, he is lying, and I was also assaulted right before him, not in front of him.
Thank you, Mr. Swi. So is it then so that what you're telling this court is that the sum total of what you are saying is that the content of Exhibit FF, or this document, Exhibit FF, whatever that is written in this document, you had nothing to do with it. You don't know where this content actually came from, how this document actually came about, except that you only were requested to sign it.
Manje ke umeli into afisa ukuthi ayazi lapho wena ukuthi usho ukuthi konke lokho okuqukethwe ngaphakathi kwalombukiso eka FF noma mhlawumbe Exhibit F idocument leli elika kade libhalwa ngomnumzana uMbotho ukhona loMbotho kwena ke konke lokho kubhaliwe awukwazi ukuthi ubhalwe ubani ke ubhalwe kanjani mhlawumbe akusinkulumo eqhamuka kuwena ke ngaphandle nje kokuthi wena osayindile lapha ya
angikwazi konke lokho kulapha ngaphandle ukuthi yimi engisayinile lapha ngoba uMbotho wangicela ukuthi angisayine lapha.
Yes, it is correct. I don't know anything that is contained within this Exhibit FF. The only thing that I'm aware of it is the signature, simply because Mr. Mboto, he had requested me to sign, and indeed I followed his instruction by signing.
Thank you. Now, in essence, this is what happened on the 30th of May 2020, not so? After you got returned back to Fileria police station, where you then got brought back.
But you should yilokho okwenzeka ngelanga lange-30 ke bese ngemuva kwalokho ke bathatha bakunikisa eFileria la kayigcinwe khona.
Yeah, we look.
Yes, that is all.
Thank you. Now, is there anything that happened on the 31st, immediately the following day? If so, you can also take this court through what happened.
Manje umbuzo ukuthi ngabe mhlambi ikhona ke into eyenzeka ke ngelanga lange-31 zaka May, uma ngabe khona okwenzeka ngelanga lange-31 zaka May, ucela ukuthi utshele into senkantolo ngakho konke okwenzeka ngelanga lange-30 zaka May ngomnyaka ka-2020.
On the 31st, that's just the following day.
31 ngelanga elilamayo elilandela ilanga le lange-30.
Bengiseverali ngithe ngisalele ngenxa ukuthi ngakhathele kakhulu indlela engangikhathele ngayo ngangisalele ngalesi sikhathi makufika amaphoyisa ezongithatha kwafika umkhana.
I was at Filaria. I was sleeping during that time, simply because I was very tired. As tired as I was, as I was sleeping, being tired. Some of the police came in while I was still sleeping there. One more figure.
Kwafika umhane noMabhena.
Mohane and Mabena came in.
Bangitshela sambe.
They told me that we should leave. No, we need to leave.
Around about what time?
At Iskatini.
Isikhathi angisazi.
I don't know the
Was
time.
it still early in the morning? Was it midday? Was it in the afternoon?
Isikhathi sasekuseni noma mhlawumbe emini noma mhlawumbe ke ngemuva kwesikhathi sasemini elangeni.
Kwakungekhona emini kakhulu, kwakungekhona futhi ekuseni kakhulu.
It was not during the early hours of the morning, nor during the day.
Around mid-morning.
Nje phambi kwesikhathi nje sasekuseni.
Yeah,
Ngaphambi kwasemini.
ngicabanga kwakukanjalo ngoba ngangenaso isikhathi.
I think it was like that, even though I did not have time with.
Thank you. Mabena and Mohale arrived and booked you out, and then we can proceed.
Bathi ke uMabhena noMokhane bafika ke bathatha bese kwenzekani.
Bafika bangithatha bathi asambe.
They took me, then they informed me that we need to leave. No, we needed to leave.
Ngavuka ngahamba nabo.
I then woke up and I then went with them.
Bangifaka emotweni Nissan.
They then placed me inside a car which was a Nissan.
Kwakuyi Nissan ababehamba kwakuyi Nissan iFortune
They were-
nenye ngathi kwakuyi double cab le Nissan ama traffic cop eyikhona ngaleso sikhathi.
They were driving on it was a Nissan, a Fortuner, and a double cab of a Nissan, which was driven by the traffic cop at that time, during that time.
Sahamba
We then left.
ngabona sesingena eFosorasi futhi.
I then noticed when we were driving into the vicinity of Phosphorus,
La esadibana khona namanye amaphoyisa amanye ama-traffic cop kukhona nabomhula.
it is when we met other police officials whom they were traffic cops. Amongst those traffic cops, there was Hula.
So indlela esahamba ngayo sahamba ngathi sibheka siya ngaseThokoza. Lila lokishi lena ababe kuyo angilazi.
With the route, nor the path in which they were driving, we drove as if we were driving to the Thokoza township. Even that,
Ilokishi lela abangena kuyo.
the interchange of the township in which they drove into, I don't know that place.
Thank you, Mr. Spear. Now, as we're driving towards, we'll come to the destination. Now, as you were in the vehicle with the people that you were with, those policemen, was there any conversation that happened between you and them?
Umuzo kukuthi ngesikhathi kade nisemotweni beshayela nawe ngabe kukhona yini inkulumo kade isenzeka ngaphakathi kwale moto ubugibele kuyona nalabantu kade uhamba nabo ngaphakathi emotweni?
Lesikhathi ngigibele emotweni ngayingekho inkulumo ayikhona.
During the time I was inside the car, we did not have any conversation.
That is from when you got put out at Fleria police station up until the destination that would get to now. There was no conversation.
Sithi kungemuva ukuthi bathatha beFeleria bese bakubhuke in ukuthi wabhuke out ukuthi ze niyahamba nize nofika la kade niyakhona kanikaze nikhulume lutho ngapha kwemoto.
Cha.
No.
Thank you. Then you drove up to what point? What was your first destination?
Nashayele naze nafika kuphike namisa kuphike nendawo isiphi ke stop sokuqala la nafika namakhosana.
Bafika bangena kwamasipala eFosorasi la ebabekade bengishayele khona ngayizolo.
They drove into the municipal place in Phosphorus where they had assaulted me during the previous day.
Angisakhumbuli noma yithi esafica bona noma yiba abafica thina lapha ya kodwa imoto zabo zahlanganela khona lapha ya base bephinda bezilandelana zihamba futhi.
I don't recall whether did we arrive first before them, nor whether did they arrive first before us. However, what I came to notice was that the vehicles, they were following after each other and then we drove away.
Mr. Sibia, who is this them? Who is this them?
Abanike labo thi bona
Just give an identity to this them.
labo thi zaqala banifike laqala noma yini kana ufike laqala uma ngabe khona ukuthi babize ngezibongo zabo noma ngamagama wabo cela ukuthi usitshele.
Abomhula,
Mkhula,
uBongani,
Bongani,
abobuthelezi,
Uthelezi,
aboJonathan
Jonathan,
nabanye engasabakhumbula amagama.
and others whom I don't recall their names.
So when you drove from Fleria police station, you drove to the point where an inspection in loco was held, where you explain what happened, and then arriving there, you're saying you're no longer sure whether you are the first one to arrive there or you already found those that you've just mentioned in that point. Is that what you're saying?
Athi manje shukuthi ngesikhathi nifika laphana ke eFosloras umuthi nihambe lapha eFiliria police station naqala nifika la nifike khona ke eFosloras la uthi zibona isiqiniseko sokuthi abobana bafika qala phakathi kwenu futhi nabo ke abomukhula Bongani Uthelezi nabo Jonathan futhi nabanye la kwenze khona inspection lokho kusho.
Lesadibanela lapho.
That is where we met up.
Thank you. And then what happened thereafter?
Kwenzeka ini ngemuva ukuthi nihlangane lapha yana?
Emva kwalapho imoto zaphuma zalandelana.
After-
Zabheka esayidini laseThokoza.
After that, then the vehicles, they drove off, following after each other, driving towards the Thokoza area.
Zaphuma ngezonke zabheka esayidini laseThokoza. So lela lokishi lena angilazi ukuthi libizwa ngani igama layo.
The vehicles they drove off are following after each other, going to the Togoza area, no vicinity, no township, and of which I don't know that section, nor the spot in which we drove to.
Yeah, what is it about the township that you do not know its name? Did you go to the township or you drove past that township?
But manje ke lokishi notize awulazi ke ngabe nangena kulona namisa kulona noma nashayela nandlula duze na.
Sangena kulona.
We drove into that
Thank you.
certain township.
You can proceed from there.
Bamisa imoto
They then stopped their vehicles.
kweza umhula kimi
Mkhula then came to me.
wathi ufuna inyanga esayisebenzisa uma siqeda ukubulala isenzo.
Mkhula then said to me, Mkhula, my apologies, my lord. Muntu simama mhla muntu silisa.
Umhula.
Yeah.
No.
Then Mkhula, she then said to me, she wants the traditional healer whom we made use of after we killed Senzo.
Ngamtshela mina athi ayikho inyanga engiyaziyo, akaze ngisebenzise inyanga, akaze ngibulala isenzo.
I then said there is no traditional healer that I know, and I have never used the traditional healer, and I did not kill a Senzo.
Wathi yena ikhona inyanga esayisebenzisa uyalazi negama layo. Wahamba uthatha ifoni yami wacela ngimfakele iphini efonini yami.
She then said to me, there is a traditional healer that we used, and then she knows of the traditional healer. After that, she then went to take my cell phone. After she had brought my cell phone, she then asked me to insert my PIN or password onto my cellular.
Mangiqeda ukumvulela wahamba nefoni yami wayemotweni le ebekuyo yena le Golf ebomvu.
After I had unlocked my cell phone, she then went back with my cell phone to the red Golf in which she was traveling with.
Wabuya maseqedile ukuyisebenzisa makuthi wayisebenzisa wabuya wathi seyitholile le nyanga le esayisebenzisayo.
She then came back after she had made use of my cell phone, only if she had made use of it. As soon as she was back, she then informed me that she has got what she wanted.
Mabeqeda bakhipha imoto kuleli lokishi leli bahamba ngoba ngangingazi ukuthi kwapi. Sithe masingena eSoweto bathi bafuna ngibabonise eDikloof eDobsonville. Hayi eDikloof.
Manake, which is my lord, la kade nikhona ke nashayela nahamba bahamba bashayela. Okay, bese bahamba ke nafika kuphi le ndawo?
Ngabona sesingena eSoweto.
Okay, from where we were at, they then drove off.
Yes.
Up to a point where I noticed when we were entering within the vicinity of Soweto, kuphi indawo Soweto?
Dobsonville.
In Dobsonville, a section.
Mabengena eSoweto baye bacela ukuthi ngibalayele kuMagwaza la kuhlala khona uMagwaza eDobsonville.
When we arrived in Dobsonville, they then asked me to direct them where Magwaza was staying in Dobsonville.
Now, who said, Mr. Sevilla, can you show us where Magwaza is staying?
Manje
If you so remember.
umbuzo ukuthi ngabe ubani owacela ukuthi mngane sibiya sicela usilekelele usitshengiseke la uMagwaza ahlala khona. Uma ngabe usakhumbula ongane wakusho.
Kwasho uMabhena.
It was Mabhena.
Okay, proceed.
Ngaqhubeka ke.
So mina ngahamba ngawubabonisa la kuhlala khona uMagwaza.
I then went with them and point out where Magwaza was staying.
Yes.
Bafike bangehlisa emotweni nami bangifaka la okuhlala khona uMagwaza.
They then took me out of the vehicle. We then went to the place in which Magwaza was staying.
Now, who is this Magwaza, and did you know him or her?
bathi manje kubanika uMagwaza ngabe kade umazi ukuthi uMagwaza khona umuntu wesimame noma kade kumuntu wesilisa.
umuntu wesilisa uMagwaza bekumazi.
I knew Magwaza, and Magwaza, it's a male.
Okay, thank you. Proceed.
Eh.
Masingena ngaphakathi bengena nami ngaphakathi bakhomba uMagwaza ngebhamu bamhlalisa phansi.
When we got inside, they then pointed Magwaza with their firearms. Then they asked him to sit down. Now got to call. And I was present at that time.
Bamshaka impama uMagwaza bambuza ukuthi ungazi kanjani.
They then assaulted Magwaza with their open hands, and then after that they then asked from him as to how does he know me.
Wabatshela uMagwaza ukuthi hayi lo muntu lo ngiyamazi mina lo.
Then Magwaza told them that he knows me, no, he knew me.
Uqeda ukumazi ngoJanuary ngazala nomalume wakhe naye ubesekefike la ngoJanuary kulonyaka lo ngoba ku2020 angiqala ukumazi uJanuary 2020 uMagwaza.
I started knowing Magwaza during the month of January back then, during the year 2020. Magwaza further informed them that he also knows my uncle, no, he knew my uncle, and he also started knowing my uncle during the January month during the year 2020.
Yes.
So bangijikisa mina bangishaya ngempama bangibuyisela emotweni lebengikuyo.
They then assaulted me with their open hands, and then after that they then took me back to the vehicle in which I was being transported with.
Who did that?
Uthelezi.
It was Mr. Buthelezi.
He's the traffic cop.
Buthelezi lo kade kuyiphoyisa lomgwaqo traffic cop. Yes.
Thank you. The one with the vertigo.
Pardon?
The one who's got a vertigo.
Pardon, Council?
Mr. Buthelezi from, what is it now? Eguruleni, Metropolis Cop, the one who testified in the trial within a trial.
Okay, thank you, Council.
Yeah.
But Mr. Buthelezi lo kade afikile ngesikhathi kade khona umzila ngaphakathi komzila la ngesikhathi kade kuqhutshwa icala lakho ke lo osebenza ngaphansi kozamkhoyeza siphoyisa lalaba lapha eGuruleni ama traffic cop.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you. Proceed.
Ngakhuba ke
Bangibuyisela emotweni mina ngababona sebebuya laba ebesibashiye ngaphakathi.
they then took me back to the car. Then after some few minutes, I then saw those police whom I had left inside. They were on their way coming back.
Bangena emotweni futhi kwahanjwa.
They
Uthe
then
bafike bama kwenye indawo bathenga ukudla badla.
They then got back into their vehicles, and then after that we then drove to some place where they then stopped their vehicles and they then purchased food to eat. They then bought food to eat, and I saw them eating.
Baqeda ukudla baphinde badriver futhi babuyela kulo lelalokishi ebebekule ekuqaleni.
After they were done eating, they then drove back to the township in which we were at first.
Would that now be the township that you initially said you do not know?
Ngabe lokishi lelo ubuthize kade ungalazi?
Bengalazi.
Yes, it was a township that I did not know.
Bangena basebehlukanisa imoto enye ihamba la enye ihamba kwesinye istrati.
As they were driving into that said township,
Yes.
their vehicles they then are separated. The other vehicles they were driving on different streets.
So mina bangithatha le ngihamba ngayo eQashqai sahamba saya kwenye indawo upstairs nyana la safike sahlala khona ngaphansi kwe shelter eparking. Ipark yakhona ine shelter la phezulu ka tile.
Mana ke uthi la bakumikisa khona kade kuyistairs.
Ubothi wena awuzwanga.
Okay, angizwile. Ngicela ngiphindele kahle. Ngicela ngiphindele kahle.
Bangithatha mina bangibuyisela kwenye indawo bangisa kwenye indawo upstairs.
They then took me to a place where there was a double-story house.
bafike imoto le eyihamba nami yafike yama phansi kwe-shelter kwe-parking yakhona ine-shelter ngathi yakhiwe ngotile i-shelter yakhona.
Okay. And then the vehicle that was transported in, and then it came to stand still. No, it then parked underneath a shelter. There was a shelter there.
Kwathi emva kwesikhathi zafika lezi ezinye imoto ebesikade sihamba nazo sishiye khona le kulela lokisho.
And then after some time, also the other vehicles that we had left behind within that vicinity of that township or location, they then came where they had parked the vehicle in which I was driven.
Yes, so now you all packed there at that house, double-story house.
Bathi manje ke sebamisile ke imoto zabo ngaphansi kwalo muzi kade khona isiteezi kona ke.
Base beyehla laba abekulezi ezinye imoto bangena ngaphakathi kule upstairs le.
Then the police officers whom they were inside other vehicles, they then got out of those vehicles. They then proceeded by going into that double-story house.
Right, proceed.
So bathatha isikhashanyana esidanyana bengaphakathi.
They took some time while they were inside that house.
Yes.
Babona sebebuya futhi.
I then saw them returning back.
Kwangenwe emotweni zaphinda imoto zaphuma ayibona sengena eJimeston.
Then they then got into their vehicles. I then saw the vehicles driving away up until we reached Jimeston.
EJimeston safike sangena ngaphansi shuthi iparking yakhona ingaphansi kweflat. Zafika imoto zashona ngaphansi kweflat.
Because of in Jimeston there was an underground parking. Then the vehicles, they then drove into the underground parking. That is where they parked.
Yes.
Masiqeda lapho sike sahamba thina kwakuwumhula ngegolf 7 lebomvu kuwumhane ngefortune.
It was Mohula with the red Golf 7, and then Mohane with a Fortuner, and myself nahamba naye kuphi. We then
Bangikhipha kuyiqashqayi bangifaka kule golf 7 ebomvu.
they took me out of the Qashqai, and then they then loaded me inside that red Golf.
Sahamba ngabona sesingena eThembisa South Police Station.
They then drove away. I only came to notice when we were entering through the Tembisa South Police Station.
Mabifika eThembisa South bathi bangichacha ngeinhlavu.
Then when we arrived in Tembisa South, they then told me that they are charging me for being in a possession of ammunitions.
Yes.
Mabeqeda ukungichacha baphinde badriver bangisa eVeralia Police Station.
After they were done charging me, they then they then transported me back to Valeria Police Station.
Yes.
Ngafike ngalala khona. Ekseni baphinde bafika futhi.
That is where I slept at the Valeria Police Station. And then on the next day, during the morning hours of the next day, they then came back again.
And that is now the 1st of June.
Kade kuyilanga lokuqala ke ngenyanga kaJune.
Kwakuyilanga lokuqala ngelanga kaJune.
Yes, that is correct. It was on the 1st of June.
Thank you. It has been brought to my attention, my lord, that probably it should be tea time, or it should have been tea time, but the time is now 25 minutes to 12 o'clock. I'm requesting for a tea of gentlemen.